Celebrities with surprising college degrees. While the majority of celebrities may not be renowned for their intellect, a few well-known personalities like Neil deGrasse Tyson and Bill Nye are reputed specifically for being intelligent. Little did we know that many celebrated people possess an education far beyond what they're given credit for. Did you realize that one of the Monty Python stars almost became a lawyer? Or Gene Simmons is proudly carrying his degree? Get ready to explore some unexpected college diplomas held by celebs. Natalie Portman has a bachelor's degree in psychology. She remembered feeling as if she had made some error, believing that her intelligence didn't measure up to those around her without fail. She experienced an inner conflict which led to the decision of returning to Harvard for a degree. Already recognized for her role in Star Wars, yet determined to prove it wasn't just luck. Armed with credentials and a sense of empowerment, she returned home knowing success was within reach. Allison Williams is a Yale grad. On Girls, Allison Williams' character, Marnie, made countless blunders in her romances and career endeavors. However, the actress herself is no fool. She actually attended Yale University for English and Archaeology, whereupon she was forbidden from acting professionally until graduation. Shockingly, even though auditioning for Yale's biggest musical as a freshman seemed to be an ideal opportunity to display her prowess on stage, she instead chose to join the improv group in order to explore the realm of comedy, which proved successful. We applaud Allison Williams' decision-making here. Sasha Baron Cohen graduated from Cambridge. Since his rise to fame in the 90s as Ali G, an eccentric character who was passionate about jungle music but had no formal education, Sasha Baron Cohen has become a household name. People are often shocked to discover that this British actor attended both an elite private school and one of England's most prestigious universities, Christ's College, Cambridge, before portraying beloved foolhardy characters like Borat on the big screen. It's difficult to imagine him being taken seriously, considering his academic record of obtaining an upper second-class degree in history and involvement with the university's Dramatic Society. Will Ferrell has a bachelor's in sports information. Back in 1990, Will Ferrell earned his bachelor's degree from the University of Southern California. However, even after 2 decades had passed since that accomplishment, USC still chose to award him with an honorary doctorate for humane letters, a program which had been abolished 8 years after he graduated. In response to this achievement, Will jokingly referred to himself and other alumni as an elite group, similar to Navy SEALs, due to their success amidst such a tough major. Bearing in mind the low number of graduates during that time period and high dropout rate among students makes it all the more impressive what they accomplished upon completing their studies. Mayim Bialik is a literal neuroscientist. Mayim Bialik first came to the public's attention through her role as Blossom in NBC's sitcom of the same name, which ran from 1991 to 1995. While it was evident that Mayim possessed a talent for acting, few knew about her extraordinary intelligence until years later, when she had already earned a PhD in neuroscience and written several books on topics ranging from parenting to puberty. Later still, Mayim returned to television, playing Amy Farrah Fowler in The Big Bang Theory. Today, however, stories continue circulating about her brilliance through medical pursuits. Ashton Kutcher has a bachelor's in biochemical engineering. Ashton Kutcher is much more than just a funny man. He has impressive credentials to prove it. After graduating from the University of Iowa in 1996 with a degree in biochemical engineering, one of the most demanding majors out there, his passion for finding a cure for his brother's heart disease further highlights him as a noble figure beyond your typical celebrity. David Duchovny has a master's degree from Yale. The X-Files may have been before Millennials' time, but David Duchovny's role as the mischievous Hank Moody in Californication has made him a well-recognized name. Although his character might suggest otherwise, Duchovny is actually quite intelligent. He earned an English literature bachelor's degree from Princeton University and even went on to get a master's degree from Yale. You'd be hard-pressed to find someone else who can balance comedic roles with such impressive academic accolades. With a passion for screenwriting, he saw acting as research. I thought if I wanted to write dialogue that resonated with actors, it would be beneficial to understand what they experience, he said. Who knew his PhD pursuits would soon take a backseat when acting became his priority? Carrie Underwood has a degree in mass communications. An incredible feat made by Carrie Underwood, she won the American Idol in 2005 and decided to return to Oklahoma for her degree from Northeastern State University. Just 3 credits shy of graduating with a bachelor's degree in mass communications with an emphasis on journalism before leaving for the show. But Miss Underwood didn't let that stop her. Not only did she graduate, but graduated magna cum laude in 2008. Truly impressive. Bradley Cooper has a bachelor's in English. From stud to myth and legend, Bradley Cooper has an impressive knowledge of the English language. After graduating from Georgetown University with a passion in literature, he was delighted when GQ asked him about his first experience with Paradise Lost. His thesis revolved around Vladimir Nabokov's Lolita, so passionate that tears were shed while reading Romeo and Juliet in the college library. Rebel Wilson has a law degree. During an interview with Seth Meyers, Rebel Wilson, you know her from Pitch Perfect, announced that she had graduated law school in 2009. She attended the University of New South Wales and stated proudly, "People may look at me and believe I'm not smart, but no, I received my degree from what's considered to be Australia's Harvard." You've got to give it to Wilson for taking on such a challenging field of study. J.K. Rowling has a degree in French. J.K. Rowling defied her parents and attended the University of Exeter, majoring in French with additional Greek and Roman studies. She was determined to not be bound to the vocational degree her parents wanted for her. "I found a way to move forward that satisfied no one. I enrolled as a modern languages student," she said. "As soon as my family's car disappeared from sight down the street, I immediately changed courses and sprinted towards classics." Her decision set in motion an incredible journey leading up to Harry Potter, the literary masterpiece we all know today, proving that sometimes following your heart is worth it. James Franco is a PhD student at Yale. Recently, James Franco has faced some public backlash, but his success as an actor cannot be denied. He's commonly seen in movies like Pineapple Express and The End, playing the classic bumbling stoner trope. However, he challenges this image with a brilliant academic record. After obtaining his master's degree from Columbia University, he went on to pursue a PhD at Yale while still continuing to act in major films. Speaking of why he chose education over entertainment exclusively, James was quoted saying, "I go to school because I love being around people who are interested in what I'm interested in," demonstrating that even though success may have come early for him, he never stops learning. Lionel Richie has a bachelor's in economics. While studying economics at Tuskegee Institute, Lionel Richie encountered other talented musicians who later became members of his first band, the Commodores. Despite taking a break from studies to tour extensively and pursue music-related ventures in 1974 after graduation, he eventually returned to school to finish off what he had started years before. David Spade has a bachelor's in business. Who would have thought that David Spade had a bachelor's in business from Arizona State University? Incredibly, he graduated in 1986, even though his passion was stand-up comedy. He followed his dreams and made it his full-time career, bringing joy to millions with laughter. Freddie Highmore has a bachelor's in Spanish and Arabic. Despite Freddie Highmore's success as a young actor, he still believed in the importance of higher education and receiving a degree. Accordingly, 4 years later in 2014, he graduated from Emmanuel College, Cambridge with honors, a dazzling double first-class bachelor's degree in Spanish and Arabic. Julia Stiles graduated from Columbia. Before Julia Stiles was even more renowned for her roles in films like Save the Last Dance and 10 Things I Hate About You, she had already embarked on the journey of attending Columbia University. In 2005, after putting forth immense dedication to her studies, Stiles graduated from the acclaimed university with a degree in English literature. Recalling how strange it felt studying while also acting at such an early age, Stiles told People that there were some really funny and weird moments. Once there was a limo outside my dormitory marked with my name waiting for me to attend MTV's Movie Awards. Rooney Mara has a bachelor's in psychology, international social policy, and nonprofits. Rooney Mara achieved remarkable academic feats at New York University's Gallatin School of Individualized Study, graduating in 2010 with an awe-inspiring degree. Her major consisted of psychology, international social policy, and nonprofit formation, a hefty undertaking for any student. It's no wonder that she left college as one of the most knowledgeable graduates around. Lisa Kudrow has a bachelor's in biology. Before Lisa Kudrow embarked on her acting career, she was planning to pursue a medical path just like her father, one of the most well-known physicians and researchers. With this aspiration in mind, Lisa obtained a Bachelor's of Arts degree in biology from Vassar College. Moreover, she even volunteered for his research team. If you're curious about which member of the famous band Kiss could have been your 6th grade teacher, keep watching to find out more. Rowan Atkinson has a master's in electrical engineering. Despite the fact that Mr. Bean isn't exactly a genius, Rowan Atkinson, who brings him to life, is incredibly bright. When it comes to electrical engineering, he even earned his Master's of Science in Electrical Engineering from Queen's College, Oxford. Even while studying and working towards furthering his education, he was honing in on his comedic talents, which ended up taking over as an incredible legend with stand-up performances, ultimately leaving behind any thoughts about becoming an electrician for good. John Cleese has a bachelor's in law. If it weren't for Monty Python, John Cleese would have pursued a career in law, an unexpected turn of events considering he had just earned his bachelor's in law from Downing College, Cambridge. Fortunately, though, while studying at Cambridge, he stumbled upon the famed theater troupe known as the Footlights and met Graham Chapman, who was to become one of his writing partners later on. And that's how chance led him to discover comedy, which ultimately became the reason why we all know him today. Arnold Schwarzenegger has a bachelor's in international business and economics. Who would have guessed that Arnold Schwarzenegger, the action star we all know and love, had a degree in international business and economics from the University of Wisconsin-Superior? Not only is he an incredible actor with huge muscles, but his brain strength proves to be just as remarkable. It's no wonder why this man successfully served 8 years as governor of California. Hugh Laurie has a bachelor's in anthropology and archaeology. The Laurie family placed a strong emphasis on higher education, and Hugh is no different. After graduating from Selwyn College at Cambridge with a bachelor's degree in archaeology and anthropology, focused heavily in social anthropology, one can't help but ponder whether this educational experience impacted the success he's achieved as an actor today. Aziz Ansari has a bachelor's in marketing. Aziz Ansari, the talented creator of Master of None, has certainly made a name for himself in showbiz. Initially playing only modest parts on Parks and Recreation, he eventually created and starred in his own series, an impressive feat. Does he owe some of that success to his NYU marketing degree? Perhaps. During an interview, Aziz described how it was such a weird culture during university, but by working hard, he managed to graduate with honors. Nowadays, it's clear just how much this savvy entrepreneur enjoys making people laugh. J. Cole has a bachelor's in communications. The rapper Jay-Z, who signed the first artist to his label, Roc Nation, has both talent and intelligence. J. Cole, Jermaine Cole, attended St. John's University in New York while also pursuing his music career. In his free time, Cole would make music and do performance on campus, all while serving as president of the Black Student Union. Cole graduated in 2007, summa cum laude, with a degree in communications and a minor in business. However, he didn't receive his diploma until 2015 because he still owed money for a lost library book.